Regan Slaymaker for Not Just Boxing. I have the pleasure to be joined by Dev Sahni. First time in a while, mate. I mean, it's not every day you nearly have a table thrown at you as well.
Yeah, I know. I love that. Big fan of tables going. Hadn't happened to me yet so far in my career, and I've been longing for that. I've been watching, Larry press conferences, thinking, when will that be me? When will I get my opportunity to dodge a table or to kind of stand back in a scared way when fighters are being pulled apart from security? And today that day came, and I'm over the moon, and I can't wait for that fight.
What's scarier? Artur Beterbiev telling you that you're basically shit stirring, or Jamie TKV throwing a table at your head? Which one?
I still think about Artur Beterbiev, and sometimes that will keep me up at night, because there was a moment where he looked back at me, Beterbiev did, and I'll never forget it. And he started saying, "Were you trying to make a fight between me and Eddie?" And no one else had said anything, and I was it was a good sort of 10 seconds of stone cold staring, and that really scared me. Today I knew security was about, so I'd be fine, and obviously I can handle myself.
Of course, yeah.
But Beterbiev, I still think about that every day.
I'm glad I'm not the only one
Thanks
who thinks...
for bringing it up.
No, yeah. But I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks about their Artur Beterbiev interviews, because it was a tense time in Saudi back in February. But let's start with that. I mean, the first time I've ever seen Jamie TKV animated as well as David, we sort of know what we're going to get, but that's the first time I've ever seen, I don't want to say rattled, but Jamie TKV fiery, let's say. Same.
He's a cool guy. They're both cool guys. TKV's always very chilled and relaxed and full of love, and I'm sure he was with everyone else today as well, just not for David Adeleye. He wasn't having it, and it kind of followed on from what happened at TalkSport. It's one of those where I feel like they had that exchange at TalkSport, and they've probably both gone away, or particularly Jamie, and thought, I wish I'd said this, I wish I'd brought this up, I wish I'd said this. And he's been storing it up and brought it all out today. And there was stuff in there, because they know each other, because they were friends. Don't know if they are now, because they were friends. They've had private conversations, and it sounds like those private conversations made it to the public today. And that can change a friendship. I don't think they're going to be friends anymore. And that started today. Love it. Brilliant British heavyweight title fight, and it's great to have a bit of needle for that brilliant belt.
It definitely is as well. And the main event, Joe Joyce, Filip Hrgovic. As late-ish replacements go, Filip Hrgovic is a big one to get in. I mean, how do you kind of assess this fight between the Juggernaut and El Animal?
I just feel like I feel like other fighters, if they were in the same position as Joe Joyce has been in. He's had Dillian Whyte pull out, and then he's got a list of fighters that he could fight. Why would you fight Filip Hrgovic? Why have you gone for him? He must really fancy it. And I love that. It's a testament to Joe Joyce, who clearly will fight anyone. It's not just saying it. All right, I'll fight Filip Hrgovic. What, Hrgovic, who they were calling the boogeyman not so long ago, who went out on his feet against Daniel Dubois, never got knocked down despite taking all those big shots. So is it a harder fight? It could be. It could be. Hrgovic has only got that one loss to Dubois. He's hungry. He's been training with Abel Sanchez, been up in Big Bear, been running in the snow, all the things that you'd want to see from a fighter coming back from a loss. He seems to be doing it. So hard fight. But if Joe Joyce can find his inner juggernaut, and he's reunited with Cameron Joff, his strength and conditioning coach, who they've never lost together, then maybe it could be Joe Joyce's night. Can't wait to find out.
It definitely is, and I find looking forward to it, and I don't think it's as a lot of people are saying it's one side. I don't think it is in Hrgovic's favour. I think it's a close enough fight as well. Jack Rafferty and Corey O'Regan, a late addition to the card, Commonwealth title on the line. But that's simmering quite well. I wonder how it's going to be tomorrow at the weigh-in day as well.
Yeah, they've got history. They've done plenty of sparring together. Jack Rafferty actually sparred Corey for when he was preparing for Henry Turner, which was his breakout win. So they know each other. They know how each other fights, and it should be fireworks. They both fancy it. Jack Rafferty is going to be a very difficult man to beat. He's unbeaten in 24-25 fights, and he's been building up on these small halls for years now, and a lot of fighters would have probably turned away from the sport where he wasn't making any money. In fact, he used his mother's inheritance to pay for one of his opponents. His mother sadly passed away, and with the money that he got left, he used that to pay for an opponent. That's the kind of level of dedication and how much this means to him. He's doing it for her as well. And his mentality right now, as well as his fighting style, just means he's just a hard bastard, and he's going to be so hard to beat. But listen, I don't know too much about Corey O'Regan other than he's beaten a lot of good guys in the amateurs. He hasn't had his breakthrough fight yet, and this could be it.
It definitely could be as well, and I think you've got my title for this interview. He's a hard bastard, so thanks for that, Dev. And then we'll move on. I mean, this is a stacked card on Saturday night. There's talent from here to there. Delicious Story, Rampton Musa. I wish I could talk about everyone, but we'll talk about the rest of the Queensbury DAZN schedule. We'll start with May the 10th, Kakachi Wood. Yeah. We haven't spoken about it, but that is an absolute cracker.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to try and box for a bit, and then it's just going to turn into an almighty tear-up because they both have so much pride. They're both similar kind of blokes as well. Both have been... they've had to go through a lot to get to where they are now, and it's going to take a lot to stop them. And I love the fight. I think it's one of the best fights you can make in that division. Kakachi's flying right now. Lee Wood has been somewhat inactive, but he's been in the gym and he's surrounded by brilliant fighters in that Ben Davison gym. I can't wait. I can't wait to get to Nottingham. I think it's going to be a huge tear-up.
It definitely is as well, and the undercard. I mean, talk about stacked undercards. That is so many good fights. One fight I want to talk about: Liam Davies, Kurt Walker. Yeah. What an absolute banger that is as well. And Liam Davies moving up to featherweight now. Yeah. There's a fight I want to put to you after this thing. But Kurt Walker, former Olympian, had a really good win against Leon Woodstock. But this is his breakthrough moment, like you were talking about Jack Raffet. Yeah,
it's a step up in weight for Liam Davies and a step up in level for Kurt Walker. It's a brilliant fight. It's a fight that when you see it written down on paper, around the office and that, I was like, really? Is that actually going to happen? That's really good. So I was glad to see it get made. Very curious to see what Liam Davies is like coming off a loss. He was a huge super bantamweight. Maybe stuck around at the weight too long, I don't know, but he's a big guy. So let's see what he can do at featherweight, where the opponents are going to be bigger, the punches are going to be a little bit nastier, and suddenly he's in Nick Ball's weight. Which is something I've been talking about for a little while.
This is the fight I want to put to you. Liam Davies, if it all going his way, May the 10th, beats Kurt Walker. We don't know. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about the Inouye fight. We all want that for Nick Ball. I think he deserves it. I think he's had a lot of good wins. But if that can't happen, surely a natural fight between Liam Davies and Nick Ball for that featherweight world title is a given.
Who knows? For me, it's a brilliant fight. But you just got to see what Liam Davies is like at featherweight. Kurt Walker has got his own plans and own ambitions. He's a very, very good fighter. He trains down with Adam Booth as well. He's surrounded by brilliant fighters. And... I feel like it's one step at a time. I've been, banging the drum for Liam Davies, Nick Ball one day, but Nick Ball is quite far ahead at the moment. It feels like, he's an unbeaten world champion and making defences of that. So it feels like Liam Davies just needs to settle at the weight, catch up a little bit, and hopefully they can meet one day.
Definitely as well. And I saw a fight poster. Liam Davies was actually scheduled to fight Andrew Kane at one time as well. So
remember that? Imagine if that would have happened.
Don't. I didn't know that until I was scrolling through the depths of Twitter and I see it. Oh, that would have been
that was going to be in Telford. I think it was the week before Fury White.
When Liam fought Mark Lee?
No, Liam was going to fight Andrew Kane,
but
Liam had to pull out with an injury.
Okay.
So Andrew Kane still fought on the show, and then I brought them together at the weigh-in, and they had a little bit of, I'll fight you right now, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
that's not a situation I want to be in with either Andrew Kane nor Liam Davies as well. And then we'll move on to May the 24th. Josh Taylor is back in action. I think, it sounds weird me saying this, but it seems like Josh Taylor's going under the radar a little bit at the moment. Former undisputed champion, I think one of the best undisputed champions this country's produced, coming in against Eko Esserman, who Frank Warren was just telling me over there, who's been in two of Boxing News' 3 Fight of the Year contenders, an absolute cracker in Glasgow.
It's a brilliant fight, and if he's under the radar at the moment, I think there's just so much going on in boxing, so many great fights. It's all on DAZN as well, by the way. It's amazing, but I'm looking forward to it. I feel like this welterweight division is kind of there for the taking. I know Boots is fighting Stanionis. feels like if Boots wins, and I expect him to win, he'll move up. Suddenly these belts become available. There's Brian Norman knocking about. I don't know how good he is, but I know Josh Taylor's pedigree. I know the best Josh Taylor will beat most guys. But Echo Esserman is a very, very difficult fight. It's a fight that I'm surprised is happening. And that's testament to Josh Taylor, you know, how ambitious he is to establish himself at welterweight, because Echo Esserman is bigger. If you saw the press conference, see them face off, he's just a bigger, thicker guy. Josh Taylor's a bit more kind of slender. So yeah, we're going to find out a lot about Josh Taylor. Is he still that guy? Is he still one of the best fighters in the world? Echo Esserman's got his own ideas.
He definitely will as well. Final fight I want to talk about is on that card, Nathaniel Collins, Lee McGregor.
Yeah.
Absolute cracker between two really, really talented Scots as well.
Yeah, and that exactly that. I think it's Edinburgh versus Glasgow as well, a little bit of that. And it's one of those fights that, again, you're surprised it's actually happening. There's so many great fights being made right now, and that is truly one of the best of them. They've got some amateur history, which I think one of them had forgotten about, but I brought up at the press conference.
Of course.
I think Lee McGregor beat Nathaniel Collins in the amateurs. Don't know if it means anything, but both on tremendous form. Collins is coming back. He's had one comeback since this massive, horrible surgery that he had. And we don't know right now, because it was just a run out that he had since that. We don't know if he is still the same fighter. We'll find out very quickly against Lee McGregor. Very, very quickly, because McGregor is in brilliant form right now.
He definitely is as well. Dev, just to finish, you are Frank Warren, you are George Warren. In this fictional scenario, you are. We're outside of the heavyweight division. One fight that you make in-house at Queensberry.
In-house at Queensberry, outside of the heavyweight division. Oh my goodness me. Hamza Shiraz has moved up to super middleweight now, hasn't he? Because I would have said Shiraz against Bentley.
Okay.
I still want that. I don't know if Bentley's moving up, but I'd still quite like that. That's been simmering for a little while. That would be interesting. Probably that, if we're going outside the heavyweight division. I don't know what else there is. Where's Andrew Kane's down at bantamweight? What bantamweights? No, I think it's that.
That is it. It's a great fight. Yeah. Great fight to leave it on. Dev, looking forward to see you on Saturday, mate. Okay. Thank you very much.
Good to see you, mate.
Cheers, you too.
All right.